guys, I'm going on 94 hours. Gotta break my fast. Getting super hungry, super shaky and jittery. I'm gonna start with the kettle and fire bone broth. This contains turmeric and ginger. I'm gonna go ahead and warm a cup of this up and start drinking it while I'm preparing my meal that I'm gonna break my fast with. Oh, it's so good. So I'm gonna be making some chicken and broccoli Alfredo wraps from scratch. First, I'm gonna prep my broccoli. I'm gonna make sure it's busted down into little pieces. You want little pieces so it can smash in between the chicken really well. All right, once we get that prepped and get all the chunks that we don't like out of there, or I don't like them anyways, we're gonna take our broccoli, we're gonna throw it in the microwave for a couple minutes just to kind of let it tenderize a little bit. Be sure to save your scraps and make you a compost if you don't have one. It's really beneficial to grow your herbs in your garden in the summertime. Once we get that done, we are going to throw some chicken breasts in the food processor and blend them. Now we're gonna chop them until they're a good shredded consistency. When you get done blending it, get a good softball size inside your foil. Fold your foil over halfway. Get your bread roller. Start rolling it up. Now let's add some broccoli. All right, now we're gonna make our Alfredo sauce. We're gonna use 1 cup heavy whipping cream. I like garlic, so we're gonna go ahead and throw about a teaspoon of minced garlic in. Gonna do about a half a teaspoon of pepper. Then we're gonna do a half a teaspoon of regular salt. I use Baja Gold sea salt, works pretty good. Once that starts getting warm, gonna go ahead and add 2 teaspoons worth of butter, but I put 3, I just like butter. And plus I made a little bit extra. And we're gonna stir that in until it's melted. All right, now once your butter's melted, about 3/4 of a cup grated Parmesan cheese. And once that's in, you want to stir on low and just kind of whisk until that Alfredo sauce starts to thicken up a bit. Now I cut off half the foil that we used to fold over. Cut half of that off, lay them all out like this to get them easy to prep. Reason being is here in a minute we're going to fold these over and I'm actually going to cook on this foil, that way it's easy cleanup. Now's a good time to go ahead and preheat your oven to 400 degrees. All right, now that your sauce is cooled off, you got your oven preheating, you want to go ahead and take your Alfredo sauce, spoon on some under your broccoli. Not too much, you don't want it around the outside of the chicken because that's where you'll be folding over and sticking your chicken to. All right, now we've got our Alfredo sauce on. Now we're gonna do some fresh slices of mozzarella. And I'm about to go ahead and break my fast with one of these. They look too good. Now right here, I do wanna add a little bit of Lowry's garlic salt. This is the best garlic salt out there, in my opinion. Just gives a little bit of more flavor. All right, now this is about the most tricky part of this whole process. I've done one to do a little practice. But you take your foil and then you want to fold this chicken over the top. And you kind of press it down on the sides, try to get your chicken to stick. And then you want to be careful peeling your foil off. Oh, these are gonna be so good. So now you wanna go through and just kind of pinch the edges. You can fold the bottom layer up or the top layer down. Just kind of fold them together, whatever you gotta do to get that seal. All right, now once again, we're gonna rip half the foil off. So now we're gonna put a little, whisk up some eggs, a couple eggs, and then brush that on the outside of these. now we're gonna brush that on. And I just learned something. So if you could take your brush with some egg on it and do like this on the side, it'll roll your chicken up and seal it really well. All right, now we want to get our Parmesan, good grated Parmesan. Just want to put a big old helping serving on there. And once that's done, you just kind of want to rub it around a little bit. Now you can flip these over, say get another piece of foil, stick right here, flip them over and do the other side. But I usually always just stick them on the tray like this, just as good to me. Now you just want to put them on your baking pan. And there we go. Now just wait. Okay, as you can see, they're golden brown. They're almost done. I like to get a good crisp on top. So now is a good time to go over and go ahead and start warming up the leftover Alfredo sauce. So we're just going to turn that on low. See, it's kind of thickened up a little bit. I don't want to put cold sauce on there. I haven't eaten a meal in 96 hours now, so I want this thing to be just right. Let's go ahead and turn your oven off. Oh, these things look so good. Yeah, and they come right off the foil. So we're gonna go ahead and take one, put it on a plate. So now, come over and get you some of that Alfredo sauce. Right on the top. A little bit more Parmesan, because I like the cheese. Oh, I'm so ready to dig into this. Let's cut it open and see what we got. Perfection. Never forget to say thanks. Oh, it's so good. So like I said, that's the longest fast I've ever done. 2 o'clock today, which just hit, was 96 hours for me. I did have a cup of bone broth and never felt so good in my life. Just gotten used to feeling sluggish and dull. It was just all the junk I was eating. You don't realize that's why you feel like crap all the time until you power through, learn some discipline, and get a good fast in. So I hope this helps, and I hope y'all tune in for more. Thanks.